Good morning, everyone. Welcome to PUC Online Classroom. Today, we are moving on to Lesson D, Seeing the Sights, and that is also the last lesson of this unit. So, the first activity that we're going to focus on is reading. So, let's begin with part A. Do you ever read food or travel blogs? Do you ever watch food or travel TV shows? I think you might say yes for both of these questions, right? And maybe most of you love to eat and also love to travel, okay, just like me. Okay, so that is the reason we love to go to a certain kind of blog like Facebook, which is a social networking site where you can just express the ideas about many different kinds of topics, but food and travel also right there as well. Okay, and you also maybe you probably watch a certain kind of videos about food and traveling as well. Is that correct? All right. And when you finish answering these two questions, everybody, you can go to part B, read the block, write the headings above the correct paragraphs. So these are the headings, the four headings that we have. So we have a delicious dinner, juice break, the market, and sweet shop. All right. So if you go to this article is taken from a certain kind of website. As you can see right here, there are a lot of tabs. So we have home, about, Ireland, my blog, Q&A, messages, videos, recipes. Okay, so your job is to read from the first paragraph to the last paragraph, but as you can see the gaps right here. So what you need to do is to write down the answer, especially the heading for each paragraph. Make sure that it's matched with the paragraph. All right, and when you finish part B, you can go to part C. Everybody, you can read the block again, and you just write the initials of the block heading. So DJMS. D means delicious dinner, J means juice break, and the market, and S is sweet shop. All right, so you just write the initial of the blocks headings right here, in which Arlen did the activities below. Okay, for example, add a meal. Where is it exactly? Okay, it's a DJMOS. So more than one answer is possible. So you can give more than one answer for this. Okay, from number 1 to number 6. All right. So when you finish this, everybody, we can move on to next activity. I'm not going to focus on number 2, but I'm going to focus on number 3, which is the listening, an adventure tour. Okay, so your job in this activity is to listen in part A to a guide talk to some tourists before Grand Canyon rafting trip. What does the guide tell the tourists to do? Check the correct answer. So these are the some kind of ideas, okay, that the guide tell the tourists, okay, but not all the answers right here. You need to check when you hear, all right, the answer or the ideas about traveling for the tourists. And after you finish part A, you can listen again in part B. Are the statements true or false? Write T for true, F for false. Okay, so we have the most important thing to remember is to have fun. Is it true or false? So you can listen again, but if you remember, then you don't have to. All right, so you can do from number 1 to number 4. Okay, so I think that's it for today, everybody. We don't focus on speaking. And again, if you have any question about reading or anything, you can ask me. And this is the last session of our lesson, everybody. We don't have any other lessons. And on Monday, I will talk more about your exams, okay? And I will give you some kind of practice for the Monday session. It's about practice exam, okay, or mock exam. Hopefully you can just spend time doing all of this in order to prepare yourself for the real one. And you should, everybody, review again and again about the last 3 units from unit 10 to 12. So it means that 10, 11, 12. And the words that you are going to focus from word power, maybe not word power, is about vocabulary right here. Most of the words are verb or words or adjective are taken from vocabulary, okay, so in each unit. So please pay attention to the last 3 units, okay. All right, so I like to say goodbye right now, and if you have any questions, leave your question in a comment below. All right, thank you so much. Goodbye.